Well, I got to get out and see the golf course yesterday. Played all 18. Fairly straightforward. I mean, it's kind of cliche, but any golf course, hit the fairway, hit the green, you're going to be okay. But big thing here, keep it out of the water. There's a handful of little lakes, ponds that come into play. But yeah, drive the ball well. You're going to have plenty of opportunities to make birdies with the weather that we have. Meant to be pretty hot, especially Friday through Sunday. So with that, I think it'll be tough to get the golf course or the greens very firm, just because it's hard to stress out the greens that much in warm temperatures. So I feel like scores are going to be low. So warm weather, but good weather. So got to make some birdies this week.
And you're coming straight from the Open. What's that been like coming back in, experiencing any jet lag, taking some rest?
Well, it's a lot easier traveling west than it is going east. Going over to the Open, I've always, any international or long travel, like being able to land in the morning. That way you can force yourself to stay up and then go to bed at the appropriate local time. No, great charter coming back, that 3 a.m. setup. We ended up getting in a little late because we had to wait for some guys that were in some later groupings, but I think we got in around 1:30. Ended up making it to the house about 3 in the morning. Actually did some laundry because I wasn't very tired, and then took a nap from 5 to 7 and got a workout in. And I used Monday as an off day, but I was up all day. And no, it's like I said, it's easier going west than it is to the east.
Thank you. We'll open it up to the media. Our first question goes over to Steve DeMaglio with USA Today.
Yeah. Can you, Rickie, by any chance carry over momentum across the pond from your pond around 65?
Yeah, definitely. I got some good work in. Trying to remember what it was. After the round Saturday, I believe, or got some work in both days. I drove it poorly Friday and Saturday. Hit it nice, a very simple round of golf on Sunday. I missed one green, and could have been lower, but 5 under's a solid score around there. So yeah, feeling good going into this week. Cleaned a few things up, but yeah, taking a lot from how I played on Sunday and trying to go out here and just try and wear out as many fairways and greens as we can.
What are you happiest with right now, and what's the one thing you'd like to improve the most right now?
Right now, I feel like iron play has been better. I mean, I feel like that's been heading the right direction. Putting, as of the last few months, has definitely been heading the right way. That was a big part of why we played well at Kiowa and played decent at Memorial. I think driving the ball can always get better. That sets up everything from hitting fairways and giving yourself opportunities to be aggressive versus playing from the rough, which I did a lot of that on Friday and Saturday at St. George's.
Thank you, sir.
Next up, we have Brian Stensas with Minneapolis Star Tribune.
Hey, Rickie. When it gets this late in the PGA Tour season and your name is as close as it is to the playoff cut line, is this about as pressure-packed as a regular PGA Tour event can get?
Yeah, I mean, luckily I haven't had to necessarily be in this position before, but it's really just about sticking to the game plan, and you can't change necessarily what's happened in the past. All I can go focus on is go play golf and play well here this week, and then planning to have a couple weeks off and play Greensboro, the Wyndham. So we know what we need to do. Just go play well, make birdies, and that's all we can control.
Did you have fun with Chuck out there today? Any side bets or anything?
We had a great time. No side bets. It was good to see him. He had a handful of good shots. I think he made, maybe 4 pars on the front 9 there. So we had a good time. The 9-hole programs are awesome. I was able to get some practice in this morning and a workout. Go do that, and then I handed off Chuck to go for another 9, so he's in for the full 18.
Thanks.
And with the Minneapolis Star Tribune, we have Jerry Segota.
Hey, Rickie, looking back 5 years ago, what are your Olympic memories? Where does that rank in your moments of your career?
I mean, yeah, the Olympics were awesome. Unfortunately, the guys and the girls playing, I guess it'd be the following week, but they're not going to have anywhere close to the experience that I was able to have in 16. Being able to be there for opening ceremonies, staying in the village, going to other events, meeting other athletes, it was pretty special because you're around people that's everything that they've worked for. That's the pinnacle of their sport. And for us, it's obviously a really cool opportunity whenever you get to represent your country. But it wasn't necessarily a dream of golfers growing up to be in the Olympics, just with it not being in there and then just being recently added not too long ago. So it's a super cool experience, but like I said, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to have that experience and to kind of get the full effect of what the Olympics is all about.
Any particular highlights from either the opening ceremonies, your life in the village?
For me, I mean, opening ceremonies was awesome, just how big it is and the spectacle of all the countries walking in, how long it takes, the whole staging process. It's pretty impressive of like how big of a scale everything is. Also just, being in the village, working out alongside other athletes, eating with other athletes in the big cafeteria area that we had there in Brazil, and being able to go to the other events. I think one of the highlights for me was being there front row poolside watching Phelps win his 23rd gold medal. A lot of really cool experiences, and like I said, it's super unfortunate. Everyone's not going to be able to enjoy that this year.
Now we have Jeff Wald with KMSP Fox 9.
Hey Rickie, just kind of want to get your thoughts and in general, just being back in Minnesota. I'm sure you have some fond memories from the 16 Ryder Cup and being in Hazeltine. What is it about golf in this state? I mean, this is a state where we only get 5-6 months out of the year we get to play, so fans are golf hungry. They're hungry to see some of the best players on tour. What's it like to be back? How much are you looking forward to seeing everybody on the course?
Yeah, it's great to be back. Looks like we're gonna have good weather for the week. It's going to be a bit warm Friday through Sunday. But like you said, big golf fans up here. From being here for the Ryder Cup, I also played the U.S. Amateur that was hosted at Hazeltine as well. So I've played up here a couple times over the years. But yeah, I think being up this far north, people appreciate the time that they get when they do get to play golf, and it's not below zero. Because I know it can get a little chilly up here in the winter months. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, they're proper sports fans, and some of those sports come with different seasons of the year.
With golf.com, we have Michael Bamberger.
Thank you very much. Hi, Rick. I don't know if you can see me, but what was the last time you saw Tiger, and how did he seem to you?
I actually haven't seen him for a while. Last time I talked to him was maybe, I guess, 3-4 weeks ago. So nothing too recent. So I don't have many updates for you. I know he's been getting after it. As far as rehab goes, that takes up most of his day. So I know, as kind of as stubborn as he is, and being as big of a kind of a golf nerd as all of us are, he's putting the work in, and I know JT's probably been the one that's talked to or seen him the most, so you may want to check in with him. But yeah, I know it's been tough. It's a long road till now. He's got a long road ahead, but he's putting the work in.
I appreciate that greatly, Rick. On a totally different subject, what is it about Ian Poulter and Ryder Cup play where he gets under people's skin so quickly and so effectively?
I mean, it's obviously very impressive what he does those Ryder Cup weeks. It's I'm not sure how he necessarily does it. I wish there was a way to figure that out, because he is a very different player in those situations, or sometimes situations when it comes down to end of a tournament, one-on-one, more match play setup. You've obviously also seen him do well in match play as well, the tournament. There's a lot of passion there, and those weeks are special regardless, just being able to be there. But being on the winning side is a lot better than the other. Unfortunately, we haven't been in that position as much as we want to. But Poulter's, I don't know how he gets through the whole week with like as high of a level and how much energy he's going through, because it's like each shot he's hitting, it's like he's living and dying like that's his last shot. So it's pretty impressive to watch. I've always been a big fan of Poltz. Back when he was with Cobra and Puma, we spent some time together. But he's just a bulldog. He'll grit it out and find a way.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Yep.
And we will finish up with one last question with Steve DeMiglio.
Rickie, how close are you to where you want to be?
Probably a lot closer than I think or feel. I mean, it feels like it's obviously always heading the right way and where we've been going. But I know I'm close. It's just not all coming together just yet. And if you talk to other players or anyone that's kind of been through, everyone's been through some sort of, ups and downs. It's how golf goes. It's how life goes. Sometimes it's one putt, one swing. It's been nice over the last few months to finally at least see some more consistency, or at least head in the right direction. So I'm happy about where we are, but we still have a little ways to go to be where we want to be.
And is this week where you have to make birdies instead of make pars more beneficial for you as you're going forward?
Yes and no. I mean, offense is something that you always want to have in your game. Being able to make birdies and going and playing a little bit more aggressively, that's obviously more fun. Really just take whichever tournament, whatever you have to do. I think my preference is a little bit more the go grind it out and find a way to get around, the tournaments that are the 8 to 12 under that wins, just because it's a bit more of I'd say a well-rounded test to where the whole game. But a tournament like this, with the weather that we have and the golf course setup, it's fun because you're going out and it's gas pedals on the right and just go out and make birdies.
Thank you, sir.
That's a wrap on questions for today. As always, thank you, Rickie, for taking the time to join us, and good luck this week.
Thank you.